Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video with me, Kieran, and I think this is a very important one, one that a lot of you are going to need, and also one that's very, very exciting because it is about icon swaps. It's my favourite promo, or favourite thing really that EA do every year. I really do love a bit of icon swaps, and I'm here to explain it to you because I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this don't know what it is. I'm going to explain what the rewards are, how to get the tokens for the rewards, the best rewards to get, how to do the objectives, all of that, okay? I'm going to be explaining for you guys. And for you guys that do icon swaps every year, there might still be some very important information in here for you. So, we're going to get started. What are icon swaps, okay? And how do you get them? How do you look at the rewards? All of that. So, what they are basically is EA put some objectives out there, there's some challenges that you can do, and they get you icon swap tokens, and then you can redeem those tokens to get yourself rewards, okay? And those rewards are either packs, icon players, or icon player picks, okay? So you either get a pack, it may be an 83 times 25 pack is a very common one, so you get 25 players at 83 or above. You'll get a certain icon player, for example, with this one for 7. From completing 7 of these challenges, you get yourself Rio Ferdinand, or you might get yourself an icon pack where it's any base icon, or you might get yourself an icon player pick where it gives you a pick of 3 different icons, 3 random icons that you can pick from. So that's basically how it works, and you'll be asking, how do you look at these rewards? Okay, how do you look at what these rewards are for every season? Because before you do any challenges, you're going to want to know what can you get for doing these challenges. And if you wanted to have a look at these rewards, okay, all you've got to do is go into SBCs and go to the swaps section, okay, just like you do with FGS swaps. If you don't know what FGS swaps are or how to get them, because they'll be in the same tab and they're a completely separate thing, I've got a video on that on the FIFA 22 tips playlist, which is where I'll be uploading this and all of my future icon swaps advice videos. So you can see here, this is from FIFA 21 for just 2 tokens. You can get yourself some ultimate packs. They're 125k packs. For only 3, you got some 85 plus players, and then for a few more, you can see for 8, you get yourself a random base icon. For 9, you get Hadji and whatever. With this one, I'd recommend probably taking the packs and taking maybe Rio Ferdinand or Casillas. I don't think the expensive ones are really worth it on this one. Obviously, if you're a Man United fan, you might want Rooney, but I don't think Rooney's really worth it. I'm going to do a whole video on the best way to spend all of your tokens and how to get them quickly. But yeah, you can see here there is a lot of different things that you can do. Maybe Del Piero could be a good one as part of this one. There's just a lot of different ways you can spend your tokens, and it really is up to you. I'm not going to tell you you have to spend them this way. It's just if you don't know what to do or where to go, I'd recommend just get players that fit in your team or players that you like using, and if you're not sure, just get the packs. But another thing about these swaps is they happen quite a few times throughout the year. This will be Icon Swaps 1. Last year there was 4 different Icon Swaps versions throughout the year, and they normally last about 60-70 days. They release the challenges, which we'll go into later, in 2 sets. You normally have about 3 or 4 weeks to complete each set of them. And then when you've done these challenges, I'll go on to how to get the tokens in a bit. You will get to put them into the SBCs. You can see here, this is how you redeem them. You'll go to the quality of player, and then you'll have a look for icon swaps, and then whatever season you're on, this will be icon swaps 1, and then you can put them in from here, because it was towards the end of FIFA 21. This is icon swaps 3, okay, but for this you want icon swaps 1, and you can't use icon swaps 1 players during icon swaps 2, or icon swaps 2 players during icon swaps 3, and so on, okay. So for this set of challenges that come out, and for the second set of challenges that come out, they're going to be part of Icon Swaps 1, okay? If you want to know when it's ending, have a look at the expiry date on the Swaps SBCs, and that will tell you when the Swaps is going to change over. Sometimes there's maybe a week or two's gap between, but I'm just going to emphasise that now. You can't use swap tokens from the previous event in the next one, okay? That's a very important thing that I think it's important you guys know about. So, of course, the thing that a lot of you have been waiting for is how do you get your hands on these tokens? And, of course, we're going to explain that now. What you want to do is first head to the Objectives tab. Last year, they were just in the normal objectives, what you were looking for, but I've got a feeling this year they might put them in milestones so they don't expire by the end of the season. So if they're not in the normal objectives tabs, check milestones. They might even give it its own tab this year. I think that would be deserved. And then go down and you'll normally see Icon Swaps and Icon Swaps 2, or they'll be called Icon Swaps Online and Icon Swaps Squad Battles or whatever. And here are the challenges that give you these tokens. And mostly, for the last 3 years when Icon Swaps has been on, it's just been first owned players, okay? You'll need to go into online friendlies, most of them into a specific online friendly, so you can't just go into any random game of Rivals or whatever and do this. It will tell you what friendly to go in. It would normally be called like Icon Swaps or One League, I believe it was last year or whatever. And there'll be some challenges for you to do, and it'll be like win 4 games of icon swaps using 7 first-owned Premier League players. So make sure you've got some first-owned players around, okay? That's a very good bit of advice if you are looking at this and then wondering how to do them. Maybe take some untradeable rivals rules for a few weeks to get yourself some more players, but then build that team and go in there. And games at the moment are golden goal, okay? Most of the community does it, that you score, someone scores and then you leave, okay? If it's normal, just get wins, do it like that. If you need to score 2 goals or whatever, obviously don't do that, but that's what the community normally does with these. It gets them done a lot quicker. And then the offline ones, depending on what they are, they're normally Eredivisie, Liga Portugal. If there's some Nation League and different ones, I'd explain in a separate video the quickest way to do them, see if you can do 2 at once or whatever there, okay? But just make sure you stay in tune, because there's going to be a few more videos on this about the best way to spend your tokens in depth, once we know how much everything costs definitely and how many tokens there's going to be, and the quickest way to do all of the challenges once we know about them. I'm sure when you're watching this they're already out, but I'm doing this just before, just so it's there when Icon Swaps comes out to explain it for you. But any further questions, of course, drop them down below. I'd be more than happy to reply. Thanks for watching this, guys. As I said, there's a lot of advice already on my FIFA 22 tips plays, so make sure you're checking it out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to see not only just Icon Swaps content, okay, but some general help for you, as well as some SBCs, the odd live stream, Road to Glory, whatever, okay, we do it for FIFA, okay? But thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Goodbye.